Guys, we got to talk. We have a lot to discuss. Could Michael Darby and Wendy Williams be getting the last laugh? And how are those two even mentioned in the same sentence? Like the video as my intro plays, and let's get into it.
Make it make sense. Could somebody please make it make sense?
Big moves.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
She lied, and I should have known better when I seen her hair.
I got a feeling.
You guys, okay. So, really quick, tonight, I think I'll be going live with Giorgio Says to talk about this Robin Dixon receipts, Mr. Stuff. He's the guy that initially broke the story and has the table shook. So, that should be very interesting. Join us live. I will let you guys know when that is going to happen. But, okay, on to Ashley Darby. So Ashley Darby actually dropped these receipts through the seasons, and we got to get into it because nobody would have thought that Ashley Darby would not be getting a crazy, insane settlement, alimony. But okay, let's get into it because we got a lot and we don't have a lot of time. So it all started for me when I heard this.
The status of the prenup.
It really just did not work out in my favor.
Wow.
Dang, you can't get alimony?
And I had been saying this. That's why I was like, this doesn't sound like news to me. So let me show you what Ashley had to say initially.
So
Last thing I want is for Michael to think that I'm with him for his money. So if revising the prenup to be 5 years instead of 3 years. Thanks.
Right there. So let's not pretend like it wasn't for the money. We clearly know. Let me put my allegedly banner because y'all know. Don't sue me. I ain't got it. You were revising your prenup from 3 to 5 years. And the reason that she was forced into doing that was because Michael had put her out of the house and she was now living in an apartment somewhere else. And I think at that point, the Porsche that he got her was also gone. So I don't think that it was just her, showing good faith. I think that she had to because she wasn't going to get what she thought she should get for marrying Michael. Y'all, we're having a real conversation here. It moves on to...
We agreed to extend the prenup, which I thought was very fair.
Of course he would think that it was fair. Michael was playing chess while Ashley was playing checkers.
Presumably you felt comfortable signing that without talking to a lawyer, right?
If it's a show of good faith to you that I'm in this marriage for the right reasons, I have absolutely no qualms about signing this agreement.
Thank you.
Ashley thought that she was so smart. But right there, Michael, you want to sign it without a lawyer? And she's like, yes, because she knew that back to the bridge she would go. Okay, sorry. But yes, right there, anytime somebody wants you to sign a legal document and you don't retain your own attorney, not smart. So she was thinking,
Mark, but post the 3-year mark, I'd get more than that. I'd get half.
I'll get you beer, and then...
She thought she was going to get half. And did you see how her face lit up? Like, typically when people are signing these agreements, it's sullen. It's kind of like this isn't supposed to be a transactional relationship. But clearly hers and Michael's was. And that's why... And then he offered her a drink while she was doing it. So I really wonder if she can go back and say that he coerced her into signing this while she was buzzed or drunk. Legal Eagles, you guys let me know. We move on to the post-nup.
Status of your post-nup. Has it been signed yet?
No, we haven't signed it. I've been a little lackadaisical about it.
Because at that point, she was pregnant. So she knew she was still going to get some type of child support. Cut to a couple years later,
Our 8th anniversary was last month. So that means like anything he's made would be considered marital property.
Again, she's not thinking. She's thinking, I've been in this 8 years. I'm going to get something. And did you hear? She didn't say anything that we have made will be marital property. She said anything that he has made will be marital property. Let me let you know why that's an issue. Yes, Michael started, I think they were only married like maybe a year or two prior to her getting the show. So she was probably down for whatever initially, but then she got the show. And then the show became probably very lucrative for her, right? Follow me here, people. Similarly to Quad, by the end of the marriage, Ashley Darby is probably making somewhere between, I would say safely, 4 to 700,000 or maybe more, because she has been there since the beginning and the show has done really well. So you're no longer a waitress, Ashley. You are now someone bringing in a lot of income, and Michael is aware of that. The majority of Michael's money was probably made prior to the marriage, which means that that's going to remain his. Just like Candy said, what we build together and in a divorce will be ours, Todd. But everything that I came into it with, I'm going to leave with should we divorce. And Michael did the same thing to Ashley. Let me see. What did she say here?
Need in order to live comfortably.
So there's no set amount that he's going to be giving you?
Initially, a prenup said that I wouldn't get alimony, that I would just get a lump sum. But my prenup is now not valid.
Right. So Uncle Lump isn't saying to her, how are you guys going to split things? He's saying, so you're not going to get alimony. So this was the plan. They are telling us this throughout. None of us are idiots. We all saw that this relationship was purely transactional in my eyes, purely transactional. But it gets worse.
Need in order to live comfortably.
I can't even begin to think about how much money I'll need because I don't really pay for anything.
She does not pay for anything. So when you're in front of the judge and the judge is looking at everything, and maybe let's say Michael makes 500 to $1 million as well per year, and he's been doing that consistently. He might make less. Who knows? He's been doing, because a lot of people's money. Okay. Let me give you guys behind the scenes. A lot of wealthy people have net worths that are really high, not because they have liquid money, but because they have like real estate, or they have things that have accrued in value. And that all goes into your net worth. But if all of his real estate assets were acquired before he was with Ashley, he doesn't owe her any of that. Additionally, you are not a waitress, Ashley, where, you're working off tips, or I think she was like a bartender. You are now making $400,000 to $800,000 a year. You have money. So if the judge is looking at these assets to divide and you don't have any of the real estate assets, and even the new one you're putting in an LLC that's going to be combined with Michael, which means he's going to retain ownership of it as well. He basically got you, Ashley. You got. Golem got you. And now you're stuck because you haven't found somebody new who's going to provide you with that same type of lifestyle. It's really crazy to see in these clips the progression of how she was smiling and happy, and now she realizes that I can't technically really truthfully get away from him. Michael is somewhere again. Michael seemingly has gotten the last laugh, so I can't wait for the reunion to get more details into that, but I could see that coming a mile away. He's no idiot. She wasn't his first wife. He married somebody that was young, and technically I think Ashley said that she had a girlfriend before Michael, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's really what she's into. But Michael came along and had $1 million and offered a restaurant and a Porsche. I mean, let's move on to Wendy Williams. First off, I never liked Kevin. And let me expose why I never liked Kevin. I totally believe the claims that a Wendy Williams employee made about him. It was Nicole Spence, and she sued Kevin and Wendy back in 2008 for discriminatory treatment, harassment, and unlawful retaliation. Plaintiff has been degraded as a woman, subjected to vulgar acts of harassment. Let's see. Propositioned, abused, called a stupid effing B word, cursed, yelled at, and physically threatened with violence. She was employed from 04 to 06 as a talent producer. Claimed her written and verbal complaints regarding the unlawful conduct caused the company and Williams to retaliate against her. She alleged that she was stripped of her material job duties and was physically threatened and nearly attacked by Williams. She claimed company executives paid for her husband, Hunter, and at times his girlfriend to go with the company employees on trips to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, and other places. She claimed he would scream obscenities at Spence, that he targeted female employees by calling them B words. She alleged that he openly called her a B word, an effing B word, a stupid B word, WHORE, a mother effer, and a dumb butt. You guys are trying to stay monetized here. He called Miss Spence on her cell phone at all hours of the night and told her that he had been dreaming about sleeping with her. Defendant Hunter also told Miss Spence that she had a big butt and was going to be a hot bee, that she needed a real man. When she continued to reject his advances, he reportedly told male employees that she would not F him because there was something wrong with her lady parts, her baby door. Shout out to Jolene. She alleged on one occasion that he physically abused his wife, pinning her against the wall with his hands around her neck, choking her while repeatedly pounding his fist into the wall directly behind her. That, my friends, is why I never liked Kevin. It was never about the Sharina stuff. I personally believe the allegations that were made against him way back when, and I never forgot it. I never liked him. On to his lifestyle with Sharina. They were in Rolls Royce trucks. Sharina was in a Ferrari. They had Rolls Royce convertibles. They really were living the high life off Wendy. And now Wendy has came back and gotten her revenge. Wendy Williams. Let me share this with you guys. Okay. It says, Kevin Hunter, the ex-husband of Wendy Williams, was recently shut down in his attempt to have the former talk show host resume paying spousal support. According to The Sun, the judge ruled that Kevin's alimony request was not emergent and proceeded to dismiss it without prejudice. On top of the alimony decision, the judge also ruled that Wendy wouldn't be on the hook for Kevin's legal fees. However, the situation isn't totally over, as the judge reportedly noted that Wendy and Kevin are to participate in binding arbitration. Notably, the ruling came in spite of Kevin proclaiming that he had fallen behind on most of his bills on an account of payment stopping. This was absolutely everything to me. This man, I believe, totally used Wendy, kept her around, kept her propped up so that he can continue to make money to support Sharina. I can't. So he wants us to feel bad that his bills aren't paid. Well, get a job. If you were such a hotshot producer and you're not alleging that they have stopped you from working, then you should be able to work again. No, you and your forever fiance will continue to live high off the hog off Wendy. And I personally think Wendy would be better off without him. I can't see where he could really think that his input would really put the Wendy Williams show on the map, as he alleges. He's also suing the company that created the show. So we will see where this goes. But for now, I guess you'll have to get a job. And your forever fiance is a natural food chef. Nobody cares about that. You guys put in the comments, what'd you think about Ashley? What'd you think about Kevin? And I will probably be back today with Giorgio to talk about Robin. So I will see you guys next time. But this is juicy.